And we are live, weekend best bets, leaderboard update. Usually I do the show alone, but I'm joined by a very good friend and special guest, Adam Kirk at DG Betting. If you follow me, 99% follow Adam. So, Adam, thank you for joining me for this short little Friday night stream.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here.
So, we look at the leaderboard: Wyndham Clark, Ricky Fowler, Xander Schauffele. It's not bad, but it's funny. It's a funny leaderboard on this Friday afternoon in Los Angeles. Like, what are your thoughts? Just overall thoughts on them three guys at 900 par right now?
I think it was earlier. I was talking to one of my buddies who's like I consider him very much a casual golf fan, and he literally went, "What is a W Clark?" So I think that kind of shows like how we're
He didn't
so
say
into
Windy
golf.
C.
Yeah, so like we're so into golf, and like I feel like Wyndham Clark among even I'd say if you've watched a reasonable amount of golf this year, like you're familiar with him, but really for like the common person who maybe only watches the majors, I don't think you'd even really know who Wyndham Clark is. And then obviously, Ricky and Xander, but they don't necessarily have the track record of kind of carrying on from this position. So overall, I think it's setting up for a really fascinating weekend for sure.
So I'm gonna pull up the leaderboard right here so we can take a look at it together. Right behind those three names is a guy by Rory McIlroy, and I know the last few weeks, months, you and I have had different thoughts on Rory. But going into this tournament, you kind of were like, okay, I can see Rory this week. And now he's sitting one back of the lead at the moment. And looking at his stat line is in a very good chance to win this golf tournament over the weekend. So how are you feeling about Rory going into the weekend?
Yeah, no, I think I said earlier in the week that I was surprised that I was,
Yeah, I
considering
remember you
Rory
saying that.
because I've been like, if Rory's my like major number for Rory was like 30-1. Like I thought that's what its odds should always be, just because how long it's been since he's won one of them. Now, obviously, I know his skill set is better than that. I'm just kind of messing around with saying that,
Right.
but just being at the course and kind of getting the vibes of really thinking there's going to be a big advantage for big hitters here, which I think like you look at this leaderboard largely, I think has come to fruition for the most part. I thought that set up well for him. And then I think one of the things we were texting about is like wedges has been the issue that's been holding him back in a reasonable amount of tournaments. And this isn't a course where like zipping wedges back off the green, or something like that is going to be a problem. And so I just thought the biggest weakness that he's had lately probably wasn't going to be as challenged here. And obviously he's been sharp with everything else. So yeah, definitely probably the favorite going into the weekend. But still for me, we saw what happened at Memorial. We saw what happened last week at the RBC. Like it's hard for me still to be thinking, like this is Rory's tournament to lose or anything like that.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely not Rory's tournament to lose, and I think he is the favorite at the moment. But still, it's gonna be not like a congressional situation where he's just blowing everyone out the water. He's gonna have to go and get it with some legitimate names at the top of the leaderboard. And I thought it was really funny going into this week. I saw on Twitter Rory McIlroy added a third wedge to his bag, and that was just something I feel like he should have done in the weeks past, because no matter what golf course he's on, I know it changes week after week. Rory has a lot more wedges than ex golfer, than everyone else. So why wouldn't he have that extra wedge in his bag? Take out a low iron, something like that. He could have fit that wedge in his bag, and he's been struggling so much with those kind of half armsy JT special, if you know what I'm saying, like sneaky wedge shots, which he just hasn't been doing as well as he done in the past. So why hasn't he done that in the past few months? And we see he has it this week. He has I think it's a pitching wedge, a gap wedge, and then a 52-degree wedge or a 50-degree wedge, something like that. So it's paying fruition right now. He is currently, let's pull it up right now. He is currently in strokes gained approach through 2 rounds, fourth. Like, look at his stat profile. First off the tee, fourth on approach, sixth putting. That is a winning stat profile. And that's why, like, we're going to talk about who we think is going to win this golf tournament. If that stat line shows up this weekend, he's winning this golf tournament.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think the question going into the weekend is, will he, as this course gets more difficult, which I think like today, the way it's played this afternoon is really kind of the course that I saw when I was there earlier in the week, and probably why I was like a little frustrated with how the course played yesterday, because it wasn't, just there's a lot of people out there who are just like, oh, easy scores. Like, I don't like this course. This is stupid. For me, it was, I literally saw how this course could play really well in person with my
Right.
own eyes for 3 days. Like, what are we
Yes.
doing here? Like, what happened? So nice to see it playing more like that. And I think going into the Rory now will have played in the afternoon when it was not like this, and then he played in the morning when it was not like this. So for him going out there tomorrow, for a lot of these guys actually at the top of
It's
the
a very
leaderboard,
good
just because of
point.
the kind of the
Very good
wave
point.
split, they will not have seen it in these conditions. So I think tomorrow is just going to be super interesting across the board.
So I know we talked earlier. I don't think, and I'm gonna pull up my betting app. I'm gonna put $500 on someone like in the next few minutes. I don't want to bet anyone who's lower than -4. Who's like I'm making that cutoff line -4. You think someone who's under par is still live, which I do too, but I don't really feel comfortable like wagering a lot of money on that. But I definitely want to throw a big, like not a big long shot. I want to throw money on someone. What is your cutoff right now for who can win this golf tournament? Is it Cam Smith at 4 under? Is it Finau at 3? Scotty and Vic are both at 3, but they have some holes left. Where is your cutoff right now?
So for me, it's like, because Fowler, he's getting ready in a minute. He's going to have a putt for birdie on 15. But even if he makes that, you think he probably gets one back on 16, 17, 18. So let's say
Correct.
the lead's -9, going into the weekend. Just because of how the course is going to set up, where I think there's going to be an opportunity in the morning, early in the day to maybe
Agreed.
go out, shoot 5, 6 under par. And then as we've seen, it's really going to be tough, I think, in the afternoon to move forward. So when I'm trying to think of like where the cutoff is, I think about it in the context of like, what's the lead going to be after tomorrow? And can you get within 4 or 5 shots of the lead, like going into the final round? And so I think there's totally a world where the lead doesn't move forward tomorrow. I think -9 could be the lead at the end of the day. So I think anyone who could get to -5 by the end of tomorrow is live. And that's why, like, I see now they need to play an unbelievable weekend, but somebody at even
Yeah.
par who goes out and shoots 5, 6 under, it will get back into the tournament. Like, it's not out of the realm of possibilities that somebody could do that. Now, figuring out who that person is tough. But for me, I think there's a reasonable amount of guys that are still in the mix.
And all of these guys who are playing right now, who are going to finish in that 3, 4, 5 under range, they're going to go out before the guys who finished first. So they're going to have that, I guess, more favorable tea time. What I don't know how much that's going to make a difference because I feel like the morning will be a little bit better than that hour in the afternoon. So it's definitely going to be interesting. What are your thoughts on Xander Schauffele, who he is a guy who is just on my forever blacklist, at least for this regular season. I just cannot get him right. Played him in DFS this week, played him first round leader, which cashed, but I just cannot put like my biggest wagers are my like outright bets. And this guy, I just don't ever get right. We see him now, 8 under par. He just made a bogey on 13, has a par 5 coming up. And it's a California major. The expectations weren't as high as they were going into Torrey Pines a few years ago, but they were still, I guess, open to Xander winning this golf tournament. But he's playing great golf. Obviously, a 62 yesterday, not backing it up anything crazy right now. What are your thoughts on Xander Schauffele right now?
Kind of the same of what they always are in Xander. Like, it's not a surprise to me at all that he's playing well out here statistically. And like, you look at what he does almost every single week, he plays well. Like, there's never a week going into the week where I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Xander sucks. Like, it's not going to work out for him. It's like, Xander will probably play well, but I don't think he's going to win. And I think I saw something, I don't remember what the exact stat was, but it was like he's shot in the 60s, maybe every US, or like there was a large number of majors where he shot in the 60s in the first round, and he's never shot in the 60s the round after that. And what is he at right now? Even. So it's going
Yeah.
to be like on the fence. And yeah, Ricky made birdie.
Ricky birdied. Okay.
I wouldn't say that I like in this crowded of a leaderboard, he doesn't jump out to me as like the guy, who I think is going to win. I don't even know if I would put him in my top. Like, because I think it's interesting. So, like, will you close out Xander so we can see the rest of the
Yeah.
board there? It's like just starting at the top. Like, we know what Ricky is. He's even when he was at his best was struggling to close out tournaments, and he hasn't really been in that position in a long time. Wyndham Clark's never even finished anywhere near the top of a major before. Now, I think he has all the skill in the world, and I maybe texted you guys and I put in the Discord this week, like watching Clark in person reminds me of Brooks. He's of all the players that you watch in person, ball flight, power, like just if you didn't know anything about
Overall
him, like,
game, yeah.
damn, this guy's like really, really good. So even though he doesn't have the experience, I kind of like his chances. And then it's like Rory hasn't closed out a big tournament like this in forever. Xander's same thing. It's Harris English. Like you get
It's
down
just
to
it's gonna be a good weekend, is what you're saying.
yeah, like yeah, DJ. Like that's why I think like for me, somebody is like a live bet. I really like Cameron Smith because he's sitting there at 4 under. I think when it gets firm and fast, it becomes a scrambling contest. Like that plays into the hands
Let's
of
look at
what
his
he's
stat
good
line.
at, and just yeah, it'd be
I
interesting
like
to see.
that.
Yeah, what's it for the event? Or is that is
Oh
this
shit, that's for round 2. Yeah, I still don't mind that because
yeah,
this
he's
is
doing what he
always a
does.
question mark. He's approaching on the greens. That's what he
And
does.
I almost bet him because he looked good in person with the driver, and he had said in his press conference he's had the driver well, and like it looked fine to me. And it's just like it's St. Andrews. I don't know how many shots back he was of Rory, but he had no problem chasing him down there. And so he's the guy for me, like kind of in that. I don't know what his odds are. I would assume he's what, like 20, 30 to 1
Cam
or something like that.
Smith. Where's Cam Smith? 35. Damn.
Yeah, like
That's his what? What was he pre-tournament? Like around that same number?
yeah.
Damn. And he's in a fine spot. Like if we're calling that cutoff line 3-4, like that's kind of where you want to be. Should we pull up Justin Suh's profile because it's probably hilarious. Like how
Yeah,
is he
probably
2 under? It's probably like 7 putting.
yeah,
Like
it's
where
probably
he,
like he's probably hitting fairways. Maybe he's gaining off the tee. I don't know.
dude, like so funny.
He's literally unbelievable at putting. It's like he's
It's
finishing top
comical.
30 so often. He makes every single cut, and his stats are like struggling.
They're like this every single week. He's like just how Taylor Montgomery was early season.
Yeah.
This is going to fade soon. Okay, so I think it's time we get
By the way,
into
hold on, pause it right there. The Japanese guy Nagano, hell of a round for Nagano. He played in the afternoon and
hell
shot
of a
3 under.
round. Let's see what he's doing.
Stripe show. Like
There's worse stat lines than this. Like,
no,
okay,
I
I
was
can
I
get
was trying
down
to
this.
see who had the best round in the afternoon, and it was this guy, 3 under.
Is it really? Damn. Fuck. See what happened to Sibo? He just blew up. Okay, he was doing well. Now he's
But
bogeyed
there's
2
been
in a
so
row.
many guys in this afternoon wave who have
That
just
did
fallen
this.
down. And like tomorrow, that's gonna be
It's gonna
the
happen.
leaders.
All right. So Adam, where I'm saying what I want to do right now, I want to put this money, and I'm gonna do it on the stream. I want to put it on Rory. Why should I not put it on Rory? What am I doing?
I mean, you've
Like
committed a lot of money this year to Rory. I'm not gonna stop you because if you miss out on Rory, I'm sure that would be, that'd be tough.
he's not one of my
So
guys though. I can like live without Rory, but I have bet him in the last like 3 majors, so this would be a
I
little
just am
sting.
like my as I just said a few like minutes ago at the beginning, my worry about any of the guys who went afternoon, morning wave, and specifically a guy like Rory, who we know that's not his conditions. His conditions are what he was playing in, the easier conditions. Like, I don't think of him as a firm and fast golfer
No.
necessarily. That would be my only concern. Now, again, he of the names at probably above DJ is the superior, like the name. But even DJ, like he had a quad today and
And
came
he
back to get
still
to
had a
6
good
under.
round. Yeah, he's got a great stat profile too. This is the same stat profile as Rory, just like a shot behind. Like this is very similar to Rory.
And he
But
made an 8. Like
and he
if
made
he
an
makes,
8.
which is I haven't seen anybody even come close to making an 8. So he
No. That was
outside
a
of that,
bad hole.
yeah, he completely messed
But
it up.
but just like Rory in the last year and a half of majors, DJ's kind of faded on the weekends too. When he's been in this spot.
What is Scotty at? What is he at right now? He's
Odds
so
or number? He's 3 under.
he's going
4 under. He
to
just birdied. Fuck. He just birdied. What's
6
Scotty's
probably.
odds? 8-1. Oh, that's what he
That,
was
yeah,
pre-tournament.
yeah, that's tough. And he probably birdied 6 then, which is the
He
kind of
birdied
easy
6 and
hole.
he has 8. If
But he
Scotty
also
gets to
has.
5,
I would say if Scotty pars 7, because
if
seven's really
Scotty
tough.
pars 7, yeah.
Because
Let's
then
look
he
at
could get
Scotty's profile. Let's look at Scotty's profile and see what he's
oh
doing. Okay. This is a weird Scotty profile for the Scotty that we've known
Yeah,
the last few weeks.
he's not driving it that well. And in person, that was the thing that I saw this week. He wasn't driving it well off the tee, and it looks
Hmm.
like that's shining through. But
Yeah, he was playing out of the
like,
rough a lot today.
like, think about the weekend that he had at Memorial when he just went nuclear tee to green. Like,
Yeah.
he could definitely do something like that. He to me, if he gets to 5, to me that's the where it's like Scotty's the
So
guy to beat.
he's at 5, but the thing is, like, Rory's at 8 under. That's like a lot. That's like a big gap.
But I think what we're going to see out this weekend is the ability to make birdies and like bogey. It's not like it's going to be. I think Oak Hill was an example where it was like you could make par pretty easily if you wanted to make par, and then it was like like there wasn't. We kind of got like at Oak Hill. There was those 6 guys or so going into Saturday that were kind of the same guys like all the way to the finish. I just have a feeling that this is going to be anything could like anything can happen just because it's going to get.
Yeah.
And now that also depends. Like if the USGA doesn't set it up the right way, then that probably won't happen. But if they do what they did, I think they'll learn from what they did today, saw how it played in the afternoon, and say that's like what we're trying to, get the course to look
And
like.
I agree. Like, we saw the new winning score prop was what, 13.5, 12.5.
Yeah.
So they're not really expecting any more 62s like we saw on Thursday. Damn. Fuck. I have a decision to make, and I'm gonna have to make it within the next few minutes.
What is
I think
Rory's odds?
Rory's 3-1, Scotty's 9-1. Okay, and Ricky. Okay, we didn't even look at Ricky's stat profile. Ricky's not like. It's not like it's all putter. Like, he's hitting the ball good. I don't think Ricky's just gonna absolutely explode. I think Ricky's gonna be in the story at some point of Sunday. I don't think he's just gonna explode tomorrow.
He's made so many birdies. It's like
So many birdies.
he's
So many
literally
birdies.
he's only making birdies and bogeys. Like it's insane.
Yeah. So many birdies. Like,
Yeah, no, I
he
don't
made
think he's gonna like shoot 78, but I just don't
no.
see
No,
him
Ricky's not
winning.
winning. All right, let's eliminate guys. I'm gonna eliminate Ricky. I'm going to eliminate Wyndham. Fair?
Yeah, I totally fair. I think Wyndham. He's not going to win because like it's so rare to have never even come close to winning a major and then just win one.
Yeah.
But I think he will. Oh, geez, Xander just on wedge shot into 14, just nuked it over the green.
Okay. Let's eliminate Xander.
Yeah, let's do it. But yeah, I would say like realistically, Wyndham's eliminated.
Okay,
I
so
personally,
eliminate.
I think I have a bias against Rory, but I don't think he's going to win. But that's probably more my personal bias. Harris, I'm not
He's
eliminating
putting. He's
Harris.
made so many putts. No, he's not winning. Let's look at Harris's profile, because Harris made, like, whenever the broadcast was on today, it was panning to Harris from 70 feet. Okay, he gained 3.8 strokes putting today. He's fourth in putting. Like, okay, this
But
isn't a
like
bad profile.
and Harris is. It's not like Harris is Harris is a good putter. So it's like
No, but like he made like a 70 footer today, and like two like 25 plus footers today.
I'm
Like,
just
dude,
picturing it. Like I don't think he's going to win, but like I'm just picturing. Was it at Bay Hill when he made like no bogeys like the whole tournament when
yeah,
everybody else was like, if it gets super tough and Harris is just hitting fairways and drilling putts, like maybe.
like Harris had it with no form, just like in contendy at Bay Hill. That was so funny. All right, I have to eliminate Harris. I cannot take someone who gained 4 strokes putting today. Dustin, I can get behind, but okay, I'm not betting on a live golfer. Eliminated. Minwoo, strokes gained Australia.
If it gets super firm and super tough and it's a scrambling contest, then Minwood
Minwoo's
could win.
live.
He's probably
Look at this stat profile.
the fact he's gaining on approach is hilarious because he's been like he's been worse than the Corn Ferry approach. Like he's been genuinely terrible. But like literally anytime it like gets linksy in any way, shape, or form, Minwoo plays well.
Minwoo's live. Well, what did we say when you were on site? You talked about whoever. I said strokes gained Australia, and then we kept saying it back and forth.
him and Cam. No, like
Him and
I
Cam, yeah.
the two Australians I went with were Cam Davis and Adam Scott, who suck, but like the concept of made sense of like an Australian playing well, and those two guys are the ones doing it. We
Okay.
haven't talked about we haven't talked about Tony. Can I get a look at Tony's stat line?
Yeah, we can get a look at Tony's stat line, and it's like, what the fuck?
He's losing.
Like,
Wow.
what the fuck?
He must have like lost a ball or something off the tee. Like that doesn't. I don't even know how you lose a stroke off the tee at this course.
Yeah, like what the, like and be named Tony Finau doing that. Like, no,
Right.
Tony's
Like
eliminated after this stat
yeah,
profile.
that's crazy.
What the fuck? Okay,
But I will say it's nice to see Tony playing well, and I hope he gets a. I'd love to see a T6 or something from Tony just to
dude,
get him moving in the
Vic
right
is
direction.
so good at golf. So good at golf.
Rick's coming out of the left rough on 16, and it
I have to go.
is. Oh no, that's not good.
All right, so we did our elimination of Ricky, Wyndham, Xander, Harris. I'm eliminating Harris. I'm eliminating live golfers, DJ, even though DJ scares me. That leaves me with, all right, Sam Bennett's not winning. That leaves me with Scotty Scheffler. Oh, fuck, Cam. I can't say I don't want to bet on live golfers. All right, no. I have to make a stand. No live golfers. That leaves me with Scotty Scheffler,
Can
Minwoo
I?
Lee,
Is
Rory
that is,
McIlroy.
and your anti-live is purely just like you don't like the live golfers because it's not that they can't win the tournament because we know that they can win the
Yeah,
tournament.
and I started a hill. I can't go. I
All right,
can't go
that's
back on
fair.
him.
That's fair. I just wanted to make sure I understood the position.
No,
But
I will, and I'll admit it again. I legitimately wrote an entire article on how Brooks Koepka could not win the PGA Championship. My friend Adam bet Brooks Koepka heavily and tried to convince me and other people to bet Brooks Koepka. Hand up, was wrong, but I'm not. I'm gonna stand on my hill. No live golfer is gonna win this tournament. We're not
here's
getting
my
back-to-back live
question.
winners.
Here's my question on Rory right now. You said he was 3-1. Is that
Three to
not
one.
possible? Like to me, I think he will be above 3-1 at some point later on in this. Like, do you really think that his odds only go down from here?
No, no, and unless he's like within
He got,
2 shots tomorrow, like, and it'll be like plus 150.
he would basically have to take the lead and keep the lead starting like midway through the front nine tomorrow, probably to like
All right.
hold it.
Does that mean we bet Scotty? What did Scotty do? All right, on let's see what Scotty did on number 7.
He probably hasn't hit yet because the weight on that tee is insane.
Should we just boil it down to this? If Scotty hits the green on 7, I pull the trigger on Scotty. If he doesn't, then I pull the trigger on Rory.
Yeah, I think I could
All
get
right.
behind that.
So let's see. I want to do this on the stream for like. I want to do this on the stream. He should be hitting any second.
He's in a featured group, so I think you can probably watch him.
All right.
Somewhere.
What is it on NBC? Watch live. Let's pull it up right now. All right, here we go. So, all right, we'll pull this up live on the stream. We'll watch Scotty Scheffler hit. If Scotty Scheffler hits this green, $500 is going on Scotty Scheffler. If Scotty Scheffler misses this green, $500 is going on Rory McIlroy.
Oh no, Vic's got a long par putt on the par 5. He's got like 25 feet.
Here we go, Adam.
Oh, he's got a wood out. He'll probably
got a wood out. All right, guys, if you didn't listen, Scotty Scheffler hits the green. We're betting Scotty. Scotty Scheffler misses the green. We're betting Rory. But actually, what if he hits the green like it's like a 40-foot putt? He might miss the 3-footer.
Yeah, I've watched this green a lot today, so depending on where it lands, I'll give you my opinion. But he also could just hit it to like 10 feet because he's Scotty. Like that's on the green for sure. If it flies the front edge.
Where'd he go? Ball. That's not his ball.
Is that his ball next to the pin?
There's no way. No, it might be.
Hold on, I'll probably show it on TV if that was. I mean, if you got his odds probably just went down to like 4-1 if that's the shot that he just did.
It's still 8-1.
Yeah, I think you got to hit it right now.
All right, because he definitely hit the green.
Yeah, He's got his putter.
All right. Here we go, guys. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch me do this live.
Oh no, Ricky. He only hit it. He's got 45, 50 feet for par.
All right, 785. I can live with that. All right, max 250. I have to do it twice.
Xander for par. Missed it. Bogey on the par 5 for Xander.
Come on, go in, go in, go in. All right, it's in. It's in.
All right.
There's
There
250.
it is.
Can I do it again? Set to max. Okay, I have to do it on a different account.
Oh my God. JT's 14 over.
14 over par. That's what he is. All right.
Oh my God.
Golf.
Remember when I texted you that he looked like he wanted to kill himself this week?
Yeah.
He's gonna finish 15 over. He shot 81 today. The first guy in the 80s.
All right, bad podcasting right there, but you guys just saw me place $500 on Scotty Scheffler, 8-1. Let's make a birdie, get the 5 under, and we are in this bitch. Adam, any closing thoughts? Where do they find you? Give a quick plug to the Vince real quick before we head off.
Yep, sounds good. Also, I think that was Collins' ball that was right next to the pin, so Scotty's got to be like 40 feet away or something like that.
All right. Well, I hope
if
he makes par, I'll be happy. If he makes bogey, I'm in trouble.
But DG betting _. On Twitter. Vince Ericks is the website. We've got models, data, articles, all sorts of good stuff up there. Discord. You can find me there, and you can always shoot me a DM or whatever it may be. I always love to chat golf.
Well, Adam, thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your Friday night, and we will definitely be texting this weekend. That's the show. I will be back Monday afternoon with Travelers content, literally the best tournament of the year. And yeah, that about does it. You guys know where to find me, and I'll catch you guys Monday. Peace out.
All right.